Okay, how's it going, guys? This is the launch of my YouTube channel. Pretty much what I want the goal of this channel to be is to talk about weed, drinking, just partying, music, whatever. The things I enjoy, because I find that in life, you often find yourself walking a very fine line. I don't know if it's a very fine line, but whatever. You find yourself walking a line between what being who you are and doing things you want to do and not disappointing or bothering your people you love, like your parents, your family, whatever, friends. So I enjoy smoking marijuana and drinking and stuff, but my family, on the other hand, views marijuana as just a drug. It's a very bad thing. Blah, blah, blah. We should not get into it. So, yeah. So, I like to smoke, and it's something I'm interested in learning about, experiencing, telling people about, but they're not interested in hearing about my journey of learning to smoke weed and becoming a stoner and whatnot, because they think it's a bad idea. And, so I thought I'd just make this YouTube channel and start posting videos of that. So, I can create an audience, get followers, whatever, share it with people, and make everyone's days better. Because honestly, this channel I'm very inspired to make it by a few channels. Goblin, Xcode, the Loki Legend. Ooh, there's another channel I'm trying to remember. Loki Legend, Xcode, Goblin. Oh, and that Eric something. I forget the guy's name. But anyways. Also, before I got into all these, drugs and stuff, whatever, or got an interest in, being stoned, because I'm not so interested in doing, hardcore drugs. And I have kind of rules to keep to myself. These are my rules for doing drugs. But anyways, yeah, this guy Scrubs tells stories over the gameplay, and I really like listening. I just listening to stories over that got me into it, and then I found Xcode, which led to Goblin, and then the Eric guy, and I forget his name. Anyways, so yeah, those are my inspirations. I kind of really I want to make the videos like that kind of vibe, you tell funny stories, you talk about your experiences, and it is very enjoyable to listen to. It's relatable, whatnot. But if you're new, it can also help you out a lot. Goblin just started that's how I learned what's an eighth and stuff like that. It was these guys really helped out in teaching me the ropes to begin starting my stoner journey. So, yeah. So let's start with that, actually. I went to school in Israel. I was there for about 3 months. And I was kind of interested in smoking marijuana at the time. And I knew that in the area it was very popular. But I'd never done it before. So I went there. I was there for about 2 weeks. And there's this really cool place. It was old ruins of a Roman fort. So it was a water cistern, storage area. So it's kind of this big dome underground. It's this tunnel that they've dug into it, and then it's the well on the top. So we would go in there as a great acoustics, whatever. They call it the cave. So we're let's make a rave in the cave. The acoustics good. It's dark, whatever. So we went there to go do that. We bought a bottle of vodka and a bong. And the guys had some weed, because the guys I was with, my friends in this school, majority of them stoners. So yeah. And then so that sets the scene a little bit. So we go on the night. I love drinking. So, of course, I got smashed. I drank probably half the bottle of vodka by myself. There's 5 or 6 of us. And it's a long story of how the night started. I'll maybe make an episode about that another time, give me stuff to talk about. But for now, I'll just say some stuff happened, delayed starting. We got really drunk in the meantime. And then, like, a couple hours later, we actually started raving. So, yeah. So in that time, I was really drunk, and I went outside for a smoke, because it was loud there. I just wanted to clear my head a little bit. And I was talking with the guy, and we were smoking cigarettes, whatever. He takes out a joint, started smoking it. I'm like, because I was also in Israel, like, the culture is kind of to roll cigarettes, so it's a lot cheaper. So I was learning to roll at the time. It's like, Amos, I'm too fucked up to roll. Can I take a hit? And he's like, sure. And I was like, is this a cigarette? It tastes kind of funny. It's like, bro, you're smoking a joint, not a cigarette. And I'm like, oh. So I don't actually remember my first experience being high because it was so fucked up. But I guess it was good. But then I was like, bro, I smoke weed. That's so sick, right? Because you're that new stoner thing. Weed is the coolest thing ever. And you're like, oh man, this is sick. I just started a journey of my life. I'm gonna become full-on stoner. And then, yeah. Sounds funny when you say it like that, but that's what it runs through your head, or at least my head. So, yes. After that few times, we like hang out in the rooms at night, kind of party, blast music. They would roll joints, smoke up. That was like the standard every night of the week kind of thing in the dorms. So I just go to those, pass around joints, just take it in rotation, take a couple of hits, get nicely baked. So I did that, and over those 3 months, I don't know, I probably smoked weed like 20 to 30 times. And then I moved on to some things happened in the school. Was like, you have to go sober. Okay, I'm gonna say I smoked like 20 times by this point. So the school was like, you have 2 choices. Stop using illegal drugs and drinking alcohol, or get the fuck out of here. So I was like, well, I like this school, I need to learn, I want to, I enjoy being here. So I was like, okay, I'll be sober. So of course the guys heard this, and they're like, oh, shoot. It's like, so you can't smoke with us anymore? And I was like, no, I just can't drink alcohol. And they're like, okay, cool, bet. So, yeah, they would still pass me weed in rotation. I probably smoked like 10 times in the next month I was there. Then I left the school for another reason. And, yeah, a lot was going on in my life at this time. Anyways, come back to Canada, here for, I don't know, a month or 2, sober, not doing weed or anything. But I really like, I don't know, just like the aesthetic of the smoke and stuff. It's just like, I just really enjoy smoking. Like, I smoke cigarettes, and like, I just like really like the smoking part of it. And so I was like, yeah. So my sister was getting married, and I was 19 at the time. You see, my skin's still got a little bit of acne and stuff. Not too bad. But yeah, I had it worse then. But I remembered when I was smoking weed, my skin got a lot better. So I'm like, okay, her wedding's in a week. My skin is bad. I need to fix this up. What do? I go to the bench, like, okay, I'm going to buy weed. So I get there and like, oh shit, but weed stinks. I have to hide from my parents because they don't want me smoking weed and whatnot. So I'm like, oh, I'll grab pre-rolls because I don't have to worry about buying a grinder. It's cheaper, I can just do for a week and then stop afterwards. And they're like, okay, I'll grab some pre-rolls. I don't need grinder papers, anything, it's all clean. And I really like that. That was like really good weed. I have to go see if I can find the same pre-rolls, because I was like, I need to look up what the strain was, because that was a really good one. It got me like really nice and baked. Or maybe it was just because I hadn't smoked in like 2-3 months. But yeah, so that happened. Of course, I fly to New York for the wedding. We're there for like a week, whatever. Come back, go back to work, stop at the dispensary on the way back, and pretty much since then I've been smoking every day for about a month and a half, like like 6 weeks maybe. Yeah, it's been a really fun journey for me. So with pieces, it's getting a little bit expensive because like you go to the dispensary and it like costs a bunch, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I need to find a way to. And so I saw they had like on the sale, it's like it's really cheap. It was like 1/4 ounce for like $23 or something, pre-ground indica, and I was like, yo, I should like try this, you know, it's really cheap, it'll save me in the long run. So I buy this and I try to roll with it, and I realize it's almost impossible to roll because I don't have the skills to roll. I mean, I just rolled this thing here. I won't be smoking on camera because I don't know if that's allowed, but yeah, it's a short fat one, kind of. I'm gonna smoke a joint, hop on the bus, head home. When I get home, I'll smoke this baby, and then I'll get on with my day. But so anyways, it's too fine to, even now my rolling's getting better, but then it's just like I hadn't done it in a while, my hands just like too shaky, too fine. So I was like, I need a piece. So I used to Google on YouTube, start watching Loki Legends, Stoner Tips videos, you know? And it gets the one with the one hit. He talks that you can get conserving weed. He talks about, you know, using a one hitter. He talks about a one hitter video. He's talking about how it's like very easy to just zero it, one hit, gloss, doesn't break too easily, what's it called? So I was like, great, I'm gonna get one of those, cheap, whatever. I was nervous about getting a bowl because I didn't want them to break like a pipe. So I got that, and I smoked that for a while, maybe a couple days, and it started getting really dirty. Because I take 2 or 3 hits a day at a time, whatever, and then I don't know, maybe use it for a week, and then it's like, okay, I need a bowl. I can't just keep filling up my one hitter 2-3 times in a row, and it takes like 2 hits to clear it. At least at this point it was. So I bought a pipe. I think I actually have here. I do. See, it's a little bit dirty. Anyways, my first pipe. So I got that and I started smoking that. Really enjoyed it. I'm like, this is nice. I pretty much smoked most of that 1/4 ounce. Still got a little bit left, but I was like, I'm tired of sativa. I mean, indica. I want to move on to sativa. So I did that. And then my birthday comes along and I bought my first bong, because I don't have it with me. It was about this big, it's like see-through, and it's got like tinting. It kind of like changes colors. I've only actually used it once because I'm just, I bought it. My birthday was this week, so yeah, but I'm learning to roll and smoking. And this channel, the idea is that I'm gonna grow it, take you through my journey, because it's very hard to, you know, talk about this stuff and enjoy it and share it, because that's like half the fun. It's like, it's not just fun. Like, the fun is not just smoking weed. It's like, no, there's a reason I don't just buy pre-rolls all the time. It's like, yeah, smoke weed is fun, but it's also enjoyable to, you know, grind it and roll. The whole process of smoking it, the whole, you know, talking about it, discussing it. Like, there's a whole, all the stuff, everything. It's not just the ways the drug makes you feel that makes it so awesome. It's the whole culture. I just really enjoy it, you know? So, yeah, that's what this channel's going to be about. My journey becoming a stoner, my experiences, because I often find that the channels that they are, these guys were stoners already when they started their channels. Here, I'm only starting. So I'm going to start a channel when I'm starting and take you through the journey with me. You'll see my mistakes, my successes, my tolerance, growth, tolerance breaks, everything that happens. You will see, minus like the first 6 weeks of my stoner journey, you will see, from 6 weeks on, you'll see my entire stoner journey. And hopefully I will be able to do YouTube for a long time and grow a nice community and, you know, really get to know you guys, and we can just sesh and have fun. Anyways, I'm gonna light up now, so see you. I don't know, I'll upload another video soon, but please subscribe. Be my first subscriber, somebody. and be the second and third and fourth and so on. Come on, guys, subscribe, please.